Okay, so
the entire intro deleted. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. And then also putting on my moisturizers is gone, but I've put it in so many videos. My moisturizers, there's just the CeraVe one and then the Laneige water bank one. That was what happened before this. And then I'm just doing a makeup routine, just a makeup look that I've been loving lately. I don't do it every single day, but like when I'm going somewhere and I don't have to wear a mask, I like to do it. If I have to wear a mask, I don't love it because it's like a lot of makeup and I don't want like my skin sitting with that much makeup on and a mask. So that was a pretty rough, like quick intro. So hopefully that makes sense and you guys can enjoy the rest of the video.
My camera was full in the memory card, so I uploaded everything and like cleared it, so that's good now. Like I was saying, I was using my Mario Badescu water, the cucumber one. I know people said that it's not that great for you. I still like it. It feels really refreshing, so I give myself a couple sprays. I'm going to get started on my actual makeup now. I'm just gonna go wet my beauty blender really quick so that way it's easier to use. I didn't realize how much that made a difference until I like started like using a beauty blender. This makeup doesn't usually take that long to do. I don't want to like spend like hours doing my makeup. For cheer competitions, it's a different story and that is a whole nother video, but I'm gonna start out by taking my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is the shade Vanilla. So I do have a self tan on right now. It's kind of gone on my face, but my neck and like my body is slowly starting to get off because I've had it on since Friday night. So I'm starting with this concealer. I will have to mix a little bit of a darker shade of foundation just because I have some like darker color on me right now. I just put a couple dots on all the blemishes on my face that I want to cover up, and then I also use a little bit of the Tarte Hydro Sealer, and I actually really like this concealer. It's the shade 12N Fair Neutral. So I just take a little bit of this and I just usually go like a couple dots underneath where I put it under my eyes, where I put the Nars one, and then around the same spots. And then I also have the Nars Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I got the shade Finland Light 1. I used to actually have this like quite a few years ago, but I got rid of it because it was very, very old. And I'm just gonna put some of this on directly on my beauty blender, I feel like. I'm gonna put a little bit of that. I just have like a dollop of that. I don't want too much foundation on my face, but at the same time I want a little bit to cover it up. And I do have a foundation that I use for my cheer competitions when I want my skin to be a little bit darker to match my self tan. And this one is the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation, the shade SF3 Texel. And I'm just gonna put one tiny pump of this just because I just need it to match my skin tone. If you can tell like the difference a little bit there, I just need it to match my skin. So we're just gonna start. I'm just gonna put this foundation everywhere and just go in and start and just start blending it in. And this doesn't usually take me very, very long. Once I like started wetting my beauty blender, not that I didn't do it before, it's just I never really used a beauty blender because it wasn't my preferred method, and like I never really put like concealer underneath my eyes before. And then I like started to like really do my makeup and like find better ways of doing it to make it look natural, but also like kind of cover up what I want and just like have fun with it. And I ended up loving how it's turning out. I have quite a few mirrors around. I have one right here and then I have like a small one right here too that I'll be kind of going back and forth looking in. And I always make sure I go like over my eyebrows too, especially with my tan right now. It's a little like off color. And I'm also going over my eyelids because I need to prime them for shadow, which I always do. I love doing eyeshadow. Usually for school, I just do a little bit of concealer to cover up any blemishes that are shown because right now we do have to wear masks still. But like from here up, I just cover up any blemishes. I don't want like too much makeup sitting in my mask, you know, just let my skin breathe underneath it. So if you haven't figured out, I like to have a ton of moisture under my skin because my skin is so dry. So that's why I like the tinted moisturizer from Nars. It's just like very light and airy and like perfect to just throw on, so it doesn't really feel like much. So that's like the first layer. The lighting is so weird in my room. I'm so sorry guys. This is like where I do my makeup and I don't really want to move. My camera looks like it has stuff on the lens, so I apologize for that. So that was like a really quick little buffing out of that foundation. Like I said, this doesn't take me too long to do, but like at the same time I think it looks pretty good. I take that same beauty blender, the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. This one's basically gone and I like to use the edges of it in my beauty blender, and I just go around till I have like a good amount of it on the brush, on the blender, and I go under my eyes. This is kind of like setting it because I don't really want to do a ton of setting powder, but this like blends it into my skin because it's colored since it's powder foundation. And then I just go right over my eyelids as well because I'm trying to set it for my shadow. So looks like that, and I just do that till I feel like it's good. And I'm almost out of this one, so what I'm gonna end up using after is this clear powder foundation, or translucent, I should say, not clear, pressed setting powder from Ulta Beauty that I've had for quite a while that I just want to use up. I got rid of so much makeup yesterday. Like, I just cleared everything out. I have to give it to all my cousins, but so much of it I'm getting rid of because I just don't use it and I feel bad for having it, and I feel like my cousins would like it. So that'll be given to them when I see them on Christmas Eve. Bonus gift. Now I'm taking, I have another one of those powder foundations. I love this stuff. I take a Real Techniques powder brush and I just swirl it around. And this, I'm just setting my entire face. And I feel like this like actually gets really like into my skin and blends the real color of it in. And it's the lightest shade they have. It's Classic Ivory. And it's usually a little bit too tan for my normal skin, you know? But like with my little self tan, it actually looks not that bad. But bronzer comes in too and that fixes everything. I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick by just brushing them upwards. And now we're gonna take my Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit shade 2.5. And I basically just like, almost like using a colored pencil and just like color it up and like go use strokes to go upwards and like follow where the hairs of my brows are. And you'll see in a second how I fix this. It is kind of similar to what my competition makeup is, but like eyes are completely different. Once that's there, obviously they're colored in. I take the spoolie end on the other side of it and I just blend it out, and I feel like this like perfectly blends it into the brow. There is some self tan like stuck around my brows, which is kind of annoying, but I'll exfoliate tonight. That looks pretty good. Now I'm taking the 24-hour brow setter. This is just the clear brow setter gel and I love it. And this like glues them down all day. I brush it upwards, the whole brow up, and then I take it across the top and like go so it just like falls nicely, if that makes sense. Those are the brows. And they do look a little bit like orangey because of my self tan, but it's okay. I can live with it. I'm not really doing anything today. I'm pretty much just staying home and filming. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my bronzer quick. Like I said, this does not take long. I'm like halfway done. I'm pretty close to being done. My favorite bronzers are the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, the shade Rosewood, I believe, the powder bronzer by them. And I also like this 0 for 1. So we're gonna use this one today because I haven't used it in a little while. That was a lot. And I follow my cheekbones, and then I also do the temples. The bronzer adds so much color to my face, and I love. But I always think I have too much on, and then I like buff it out, and then I don't have anything on. See, like I just like covered up everything. Actually, not bad. It actually looks pretty good today. Okay, yeah, it looks pretty good today. Now moving on to blush. So sometimes I like powdered blushes, but today I think I'm gonna do some Cloud Paint by Glossier. I'm taking another beauty blender because I don't want to use like the foundation one with blush, you know? So this is not wet, but I'm just gonna keep it how it is. So we're just gonna get a tiny bit. This is the shade Puff. We're just gonna take that up the sides of my cheek. I like to follow the same line that I did my bronzer when I do this. I just feel like it looks a lot better. And this shade is pretty fair. It's like a pretty fair pink. I don't love doing it on my cheekbones. I mean, yeah, like the apples of my cheeks, I like to pull it back. Oh, that was way too much. And then I also like to do a little bit of my nose, just to add some color, like that. And then I can always take like my foundation one and go over it as well, just to blend it out a little bit more. And then sometimes I like to take my powder foundation brush and just like go over everything. Okay, we're gonna come back to highlight and do that after I finish. So we're gonna move on to eyes real quick. And a lot of times a really quick thing to do is just taking some bronzer on a little brush and just like doing that in your eyelids. So I do like to use eyeshadow though, because I get to play around with my palettes because I have so many. But I'm gonna do bronzer today just to show you guys like how easy it is. All I like to do is just do like circles around like my crease, like all above it, and that's how I do my eyeshadow literally every time. No matter what I'm doing, what colors, like anything, just go back and forth until it's blended how you want it. It's honestly so easy once you just blend. The more you blend, like the better it'll look. And this bronzer has a little bit of shimmer to it, so I actually kind of like it on my eyes. But like it shows you just like how versatile products are. Okay, so you see how easy that was to just like throw it on your lids? You can add some shimmer, anything you want. Literally, you can take highlighter too. So if I just want something quick, I can just do this. But otherwise, if I want to take more time, I can just use a shadow palette. And my favorite palette, I'll show you guys. My favorite palette, which is like so quick and easy to grab, is the Meet Matrimony palette. I got this from Ipsy, but like it's just like a quick and easy neutrals that it's just so easy to take with you because it's like small, but it's like perfect. Like I love this palette. And I also love for doing some shimmer is the Tarte Rainforest the Sea Volume 3 eyeshadow palette. But like, look at how pretty this is. That like white shimmer shade is one of my favorites to put on the inner corners. It looks so good always, which we might just do that today actually for fun. Let's do mascara. If you've watched any of my videos before, I've been using Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara for the last like, I think year or probably more than that. And it is the best mascara ever. So I'm just gonna do one eye really quick and show you guys the difference between one eye versus the other. I do have long lashes to begin with, but this mascara is amazing. Look at the difference, right? That was just for mascara. And you can like, I can prove it because I just did a time lapse and all I did was my mascara. Like crazy, right? I love it. So let's do the other eye. Okay, so I did get a little bit on the bottom of my lid, but that's fine. We're gonna get that off in a minute. Like, look at that. It's amazing, right? I love this mascara. It's the best thing ever. My mom actually found it. We have been using it all the time. She loves it. Please sponsor me, Thrive Cosmetics, because my mom and I love your products, like all of them. I love their face wash too. So we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of Summer Fries Butter Lip Balm. This is the, which one is this? This is the vanilla beige one. I love this stuff. I found this at Sephora the other day, last Sunday. It is a little bit tinted, but I love the color of this one. It's like a beige, I guess, but I feel like it looks really good with my skin tone, unless it just looks terrible and I just don't know what I'm thinking. So let's clean up the eyes a little bit. I just wanted that to dry because it will like peel right off. The mascara is like fibers, so that's why it like just like makes your lashes look so long, and then when it's like dry it just like peels right off. Like it comes off in pieces. Like it can be removed with water. So like no, it's not waterproof, but like it stays on so nicely. All right, for fun we're gonna add some highlight to the inner corners. I actually used to do this all the time, but I just haven't been doing it lately. So we're taking that like white shimmery shade. It's the shade Treasure, and this is the Morphe M431 brush. Okay, so we're gonna move you guys so that way you can see me a little bit better. So this is the final look, and it looks so super natural, and it's so like easy and just doesn't take that long. Like it took me, well, I was talking also, so it took me like 20 minutes to do total. So we're gonna take this off. My hair's like flat now. I've been loving curling my hair lately. It's so bad for it, but like, okay, there we go. So my hair looks good too. It's starting to like fall out, but my makeup is nice. It does look very light just because of the lighting, but I wanted you guys to be able to see it. It's super easy. It literally doesn't take that long. So I hope it was like helpful and fun to watch, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, I never put highlighter on. This is one that I like. I love the Ofra ones. This one is Koki Professional Soft Glow Highlighter. The shade Heavenly. Again, an Ipsy one. I like the tapered highlight brush from Bean Gakis. Okay, now we're done. Okay, the lighting looks so much better. It looks so much more natural. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it was fun to watch. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.